Hi, I'm JB Redknapp and you're watching Football Stats Online.
Yes, the greatest comeback. On Super Bowl Sunday, the Atlanta Falcons took on the New England Patriots, whereby the New England Patriots came back from a 28-3 deficit to come back and win 34-28, the greatest in NFL history. But is it the greatest sporting comeback ever? Let's find out.
1, 2, 3.
Now, when we're talking about the greatest comeback, I like to think of the Miracle of Istanbul. Liverpool, 3-0 down, half-time, come back, second half, score 3 goals to take it to extra time and eventually penalties where they win it. But today I'm going to be focusing on, for me, what was the greatest ever sporting comeback, which was the Bayern Munich-Man United match, whereby in injury time, Manchester United came from a 1-0 deficit to win 2-1. So how does the New England Patriots comeback compare to Man United's? Well, first of all, I like to think of time. New England Patriots had the third and fourth quarter, effectively 30 minutes, to make this historic comeback. Man United had a matter of minutes, 3 to 4 minutes, to score 2 goals to clinch the title. And not just clinch the title, clinch the treble, which made it even more sweeter. Now again, NFLs are completely different to, I guess, England football. I'll just call it soccer for if any Americans watching. But NFL is completely different to soccer in terms of the way it's played, stop and starts, etc., etc. So, and I don't follow NFL that much. But I just think 30 minutes is a long time to come back. But considering this is the first time it's ever happened, then it must show exactly how hard it is for a team to come back from such a large deficit. But for me, in terms of time, I'm going to have to give it to Manchester United, because in the same way it was hard for it's never happened, and it was hard for the Patriots to come back and create this historic win. In the same way in football, you could just have a team that scores 1-0 and that's it. So to score 2 goals in a matter of minutes in stoppage time is it's unheard of. And I would have to say, in terms of time, I would give it to United. So then it goes to the club stature. New England Patriots have won the NFL now 5 times. The Falcons have never won it. So you could say the Falcons were the underdogs. Compare that to the likes of Bayern Munich and Manchester United, who both won it. But Bayern Munich, you could say, had a bigger stature in terms of their clout as a team compared to Manchester United. Still both big teams, and maybe equal footing. I'll just say Bayern Munich were probably just slightly ahead of Manchester United in terms of clout as a team. But New England Patriots were supposed to win. They had the team, you know, they had the clout in terms of having 4 previous NFL Super Bowl titles, Super Bowl rings. They had the clout. Whereas on the Manchester United Bayern Munich game, it wasn't so prescriptive. You didn't know, oh yeah, Manchester United are going to win. Oh no, Bayern Munich are going to win. So for that reason, I'm again going to have to give it to United in terms of that level of clout and that level of, I guess, shock. Because it would have been a shock for Falcons to win, but not so much a shock for Patriots to win. The way they won it was a shock, but not so much in terms of, oh, the Patriots won it. And then finally, I guess, the way the games are scored. The most I believe you can score in an NFL game is 8, whereas the most you can score in a soccer game is 1 at a time. Obviously the frequency depends on how both teams and how they're playing, but I would say the frequency is a lot higher in NFL in terms of teams scoring touchdowns compared to the likes of a soccer game where it's hard to score, or it's a lot less in terms of team scoring. Obviously there are the odd occasions where a team maybe score 5 or 6 goals, but in general the frequency to score a touchdown is a lot higher in an NFL game. So again, that combines with the timings, 30 minutes, it's a lot more, I guess, conceivable to see NFL or to see the Patriots come back compared to United, who had again about 3 minutes to come back, score 2 goals against tough opposition in such a short time. So there's my opinions. Again, this is me having very little to no knowledge of American football, and just comparing it to what I deemed the greatest sporting comeback, which is Man United against Bayern Munich. Although Goldberg did come back last year, now I think about it, was the greatest sporting comeback ever. Massive Goldberg fan, welcome back Goldberg, 50 years old, spears Brock Lesnar twice, then gives him the jackhammer, 86 seconds, have it. I digress. No, but seriously people, do you think that the Patriots was the greatest comeback? If you know about soccer, do you think the Man United versus Bayern Munich was a great comeback? I'd love to hear your comments in the comment section below. I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. I appreciate it very much. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, peace to you.